Hello everybody and welcome back to Dragon Wing Diamonds. I am here today with a WIP in chat. WIP stands for Work in Progress. And chat, well, I'm just going to tell you about the crazy week I've had. So what I'm working on today is, same as always, Moms Are the Real Superhero. Kind of fitting for a post-Mother's Day WIP in chat, right? And then I am working in my, I think it's called Silk Red JH Envision tray. I got my blue dragon pen with the Diamond Art Club metal placers in it. The cover minder is from DP with Sparklers. Excuse me. And of course I'm using Diamond Art Club branded tweezers. And the washi tape is from Simply Gilded. And fits perfectly because coffee is definitely needed when you're a mother. Okay. It's been a day. I'm just gonna say that. It's just been a day. My little one is teething with her top 2 teeth now. So she has been a major grumpus. And honestly, I had the worst day. Like, I've had the worst couple of days ever. And it's like, man, I'm out of school. I should be able to just kick back and relax now. But nope, I'm dealing with this now instead. So that's a thing. So yeah. I'm a little tired, I'm a little cranky myself, but you know what, we're gonna push through and hopefully talking to you guys will make me feel better. How are you guys doing today? I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everybody had a fantastic Mother's Day. Those of you who celebrate, and if that day is hard for you, my condolences, of course. I deal with that on Father's Day personally. Like, Father's Day is very difficult for me because my father passed away back in 2009. So, and I was only like 18 when he died, so Father's Day is very difficult. So my heart goes out to anybody who has to, or who's experiencing that this Mother's Day. I'll get to mine, of course, as we tick down the days. So last I talked to you, I think it was Wednesday. Yeah, it was Wednesday, and it was like, I was done. I finished all my assignments. It was Thursday I talked to you, because I remember Wednesday I decided not to film because I was so brain dead. But yeah, I've been enjoying not having to worry about schoolwork and everything like that. Although the job hunt has ramped up because, you know, I want to buy all the diamond paintings, guys. So, like, it's seriously a problem. Like, I want to get one from Randa, I want to get one from Unimade, I want to get more from Jade, I want to get some from Enabler's Outpost and Lazy River, and man, there's too many beautiful diamond paintings in the world and not enough money for me to buy them. So yeah, job hunt is ramped up now. Hopefully I will get something. I applied to a couple positions at my college because I was like, you know what, they're gonna have all these summer jobs open because all the students went back to their hometowns and everything like that, so they have to be hiring. And sure enough, like, the library was hiring, and like another office was hiring too. So I applied to 3 jobs so far there, so fingers crossed I'll get something, and then I can, you know, actually contribute to my household again. Although I am taking on the role of stay-at-home mom right now, even though I was dealing with school and everything like that. So it's not like I'm not doing anything. I'm like, I think my fiance said it today. He's like, yeah, you do at least 2/3 of the work on the baby. And I was like, yeah, I guess you're right. Like, it doesn't feel like a lot to me personally, because like most of the time I'm just sitting there playing with her, and that seems more like fun than work. But yeah, by the end of the day I can actually feel how it's exhausting. But yeah, so now it's the wait for my grades to come out. I have an in at the college. My fiance's mom is a teacher there, so when it comes down for this time of year, I'm like, hey, when are grades due? And she'll be like, oh, they're due on this day, which actually today is the day that grades are due, which happens to be Wednesday the 17th. And I was like, ooh, so I've been like tracking every day up till then, and it's like, nope, they're not like letting me see anything yet. Like, it's not even showing, because like there's a section on my school's website where it's like, oh, go here to see your midterm grades, go here to see your final grades, blah blah. So I never really look at the midterm grades because, I mean, I'm in English classes. Midterm grades usually are like nothing. It's like one assignment. So it's like, okay, I know what my grade is for midterm because I turned in that assignment and got the grade back. So yeah. Now I'm waiting for grades. So I'm like at midnight, I'm gonna be checking. Be like, oh, did the turnover? Did the system turnover? I know I can also like email or text her and be like, hey, give me the goods. Like, what are my grades? She did that for me. It was on Christmas. Because like they were waiting until like the day after Christmas to post grades, and I'm like, are you freaking serious? Let me know what I got. I need to know. And then on Christmas Day we spent like, because we spend Christmas Eve with my family, and then Christmas Day we spend with my fiance's family. And so we went over there Christmas Day, and when I went downstairs to see her because she was down in her basement to like say hi with Sydney and everything like that. And she's like, here, I got an early present for you. And she like gave me all the grades that were already in the system. I was like, yes. So I could easily just do that again. Like, but I can also wait a day, hopefully. Hopefully it's only a day. So far, I think things are looking good because, you know, every day I've been slowly getting another grade back and everything like that. And so far, my lowest grade has been an 87, which I personally do not agree with that being an 87 because I know I did better than that. And, like, I don't know, the comment he made on it is very confusing because it's like, oh, you didn't use enough discussion board posts in this. And it's like, I didn't realize that was part of the assignment. Like, you said that we could refer back to discussion board posts, but I didn't know it was a requirement. But anyways, it's whatever. Like, it's still an 87. It's just barely, like, it's close enough to 90. But all my other grades are up in the 90s, so that is awesome. And it was funny because, like, I wrote that 10-page paper and I turned it in. I'm like, oh my god, this is like the worst thing ever. This is absolute garbage. Oh my goodness, I'm not gonna do well on it. And then I got 92 on it, so I was like, oh. And like the only critique there is like, oh, you relied too much on the articles and you didn't form enough of your own opinion. It's like, oh. It's like, I definitely had my own opinion. I just forgot to put it in there because I was so freaking tired. So yeah. So yeah, the end of the last week really wasn't too much. Like, I didn't really do too much. Like, Friday, I think I relaxed and took care of the baby while my fiance did work and stuff like that. Oh wait, no, never mind. I lied. I did do something on Friday. I went back to the school to return my books because my college offers book rentals instead of outright buying them, which is cheaper. Because it's like you can rent them for like half the price of purchasing it, and like there's a couple of like these big anthologies I've had to have for each semester, and like those books alone are like, I don't know, like $100+ So it's like, okay, being able to rent that for half the price is worth it. So yeah, at the end of the semester I have to go turn it in, which I got confused personally. Cause oh wait, I forgot to say what putty. I'm using Randa's Crafty Corner putty coffee cake. Sorry. Distraction. Okay. I might have to re-putty here soon. Which is good because this is like lasted this whole time that I've been working on this. So yeah, I got confused because the back of one of my books said the book rentals were due back on the 15th, and I was like, okay, cool. I will then find a day during finals week and I will bring them back then. But yeah, that was wrong. I don't know if it was for like in there for last semester or something, or from last semester or something like that, or another semester. But I was like, no, the book rental was due back on the 10th, which was the Wednesday. And I was like, oh crap. So I got an email saying, oh, your books are late. And I'm like, oh crap. But they're like, don't worry, you have 2 days to get them into us before you get charged. And it's like, okay. Because if you don't return the books, then you get charged like a replacement fee and then a buyout fee, which like the buyout fee was only like $20, or not $20, oh my god, it was only like $5, but the replacement fees were more expensive. It was like $10 or $11. So in the end, it would have cost like equal to initially purchasing the book to just keep it. So yeah, I was like, okay, we're not gonna do that. So I talked to my fiance. I was like, okay, which day you want to go up to the college? Because I was also trying to work it out so that I could bring Sydney up to the college, so that way one of my teachers can meet her. This is a teacher I had when the semester I gave birth to her, and she's the only teacher from that semester, I think, that has not had the chance to meet her yet. So I was like, oh no, we gotta try to get this to work here. And so we're like, so Thursday my fiance was in the office, so we're like, well, we can't do it Thursday. So we're like, okay, we'll do it Friday. And then I emailed my teacher that, like, once we had the plan solidified, I was like, hey, we're going to be up at the college here tomorrow, because I think we got it solidified on Thursday, or no, we got solidified on Wednesday. Anyways, I was like, yeah, we'll be up at the college, like, about after lunchtime on Friday. Are you gonna be around so that we can pop in and see you? And she's like, oh yeah, actually that works out perfectly, because I was planning on working in my office that day because I had a lot to get done, and she's got like a 3-year-old at home, so she's got major distractions at home. And so I was like, okay, cool. I was like, we'll run over to the bookstore then, get those turned in, and then we will pop over to your office. And then like it turned out my fiance had a meeting at like 12:30, I think, and we're like, okay, well, that, and like my teacher, she's like, yeah, I have a meeting from like 1:30 to 2 that I'll be in, but then I'll be around before and after that. We're like, okay, cool. So then my fiance did his meeting, and then I fed Sydney and I ate lunch, and then after that was done, we went out to the college, and actually worked out perfectly. So yeah, I got out to the college, and like, oh my gosh, I first off, I went on commencement day and didn't even realize it. So I was like, ooh, we have like no parking anywhere. So we had to like walk a while, walk a bunch to get to the buildings. Well, the one building, the bookstore was easier because like they have a parking lot across the street, and it's a small one, and so we parked there and walked across the street to the bookstore. But you know, it's commencement day, and this poor girl was left alone while her coworker went on lunch. They didn't have a third person working that day. And so she was in charge of like the book counter as well as the front end. And it's like, oh my God, girl, poor thing. And like I had more than just buying, like, or not buying, I had more than just returning my books, because I also have, or had, I sold it now, this giant Norton anthology of Shakespeare that I did not want to keep, but I ended up, like, the book was actually purchased, not rented that semester, so I was like, okay. And then when I tried to turn it in, they're like, oh yeah, you can sell this back to us. And then like they were trying to do the sell back, but then I was like, oh well, you're missing this little scratch off code for for like the digital version of the book. And I was like, oh crap. I'm like, I think that's somewhere in my room, actually. And she's like, well, if it's not scratched off, then you can bring it back and it'll be no problems. I'm like, okay, cool. So that was like a year ago. And we found it finally. And then I was like, okay, cool. And I'm like, well, while we're bringing the books back, we can sell that one back too and hopefully get some money out of it. Mind you, this was like a $150 book, and I got $28 back for it. Like, come on. The book isn't even marked up or anything. It sucks, but you know, it's the cost of textbooks. It's ridiculous. That's why people don't buy them in the bookstores anymore. So yeah, that was our adventure. So yeah, it took us a little bit longer at the bookstore than we anticipated, just because of the fact that, you know, midway through the transaction, the girl had to run up to the front and like check out somebody and everything like that. And just like, man, this poor girl working by herself back here. And she's like, yeah, my coworker's on lunch right now. It's like, what, they couldn't have put in somebody else just to make sure there's like at least 2 people, one on front, one on back the whole time. But nope, that'd be too much to ask for. But yeah, we got everything turned in okay, and didn't get charged for anything. Yay. No additional costs. And then we went over to my professor's office, and yep, sure enough, we got over there. Good timing. She had finished up with her meeting, and she was just doing other work. And so we popped in, and then she got to finally meet Sydney, and, you know, she absolutely loved her and stuff like that. And Sydney crawled around her office a bit and then tried to run away into the hallway and crawl away. Because that's what she does. She likes to explore right now. Yeah, I'm going to switch out this dang putty. Give me that one at least. Thank you. Didn't do a very good job, but it worked. Okay, switching up putty. So yeah, yeah, I know you're not supposed to use metal tweezers and these metal placers. I know. Just pretend I'm not doing this over here. Oh, nice. Came out nice and smoothly. A lot more smooth than my plastic placers downstairs. I need to get some more metal placers. The plastic one, multiplasters just don't do it for me. Okay. Open sesame. Oh my gosh. Work fingers. Okay. Smells good. Okay. Well, I'm putting up. Perfecto. I love putty now. I'm a putty girl. Like, hard wax just doesn't do it for me anymore. I have to do putty and glue dots now. I've been converted. Okay. Anyways, so now that little bit's done. Okay, so that was my Friday. And then Saturday, I don't know, like, oh, I hope the sun isn't too bad here. Not much I can do about it. Okay, it's kind of affecting it, but not much I can do about it because we don't have a curtain on that window specifically. Okay, so Saturday, those of you who follow Miss Coffee over on Twitch, she did a 12-hour diamond palooza where just did nothing but diamond paint for 12 hours. And we, like, since we knew that I wasn't going to be able to really do anything for myself on Mother's Day, that was kind of my Mother's Day treat. Like, my fiance took my daughter, and then he ended up picking up the boys because they were with their mom this week. He ended up picking up the boys because they had a birthday party at their cousin's house. And so, he took all 3 kids to this birthday party, like, bless his soul, oh my god. I mean, he said that they were good. Okay. I wonder how that turned out on camera. Oh, I have no idea where that went. Somewhere in my carpet now. I have a shag carpet, so it's gone forever. It's okay. They got plenty of these ones. Okay, let's try that again. But yeah, he took all 3 kids to the birthday party, and he said they were all pretty good. The only problem was that Sydney tried to eat a rock. Because she's a goat, and she literally eats whatever she can get her hands on. That's just who she is, apparently. I don't know where she gets her healthy appetite from. Definitely not me at all. Nope. I don't like food and sweets or anything. Just kidding. It's totally where she gets it from. So yeah, he took the 3 kids to the birthday party, and I stayed home and I diamond painted. I worked on my prima donna painting, my beautiful Carlotta, and I want to say I got 3 or 4 large sections done on it. Oh my gosh. By the time we were done though, my back was hurting, my wrist was sore. I know, Cassie, you're watching this. Please don't yell at me. But yeah, I was in a lot of pain by the end of it, but you know what? It was so worth it. And it was so fun to see, like, everybody's progress, because, like, at the end of the 12 hours, Miss Coffee did a WIP parade at the end, and so we were able to see, like, everybody's progress and stuff like that. And then she kept yelling at people because throughout the day everybody was like, oh man, I didn't get much done. And then you get to, like, their painting and it was like half the painting was done. And Miss Coffee's like, what do you mean you didn't get much done? It was so funny. But yeah, it was a blast. Like, I just sat and diamond painted and just listened to Twitch the whole day, and you know, it was perfect. Like, I definitely needed that relaxation, especially after school and everything like that. I was like, yeah, this is definitely what I needed. Wow, that's like really poorly placed. Well, I don't really care that much because this painting's not going to get hung up, so the straightness of the drills isn't going to bug me. I'll keep telling myself that. But yeah, so that's what I did on Saturday all day. Just did nothing but diamond painted, and then, like, yeah, because like I said, I knew Sunday was going to be busy because, you know, it's Mother's Day, and both me and my fiance have our mothers still, thankfully. So we were running all over the place to spend time with people. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, that was my Saturday. I literally diamond painted all day long. And yeah, I only worked on the one painting. I didn't work on the second painting because, you know, by the time you're done working for 12 hours, like I said, my wrist was hurting, my back was hurting. I just kind of like laid on the couch like a lump. And like usually I would go in my hot tub and stuff like that to help relieve my back pain, but that was not a possibility because Aunt Flo came to town. So yeah, I was really annoyed by that. Actually, that happened on the day too. I'm pretty sure. And I think, yeah, because I think I was like dealing with like heavy cramps and everything. So yeah, that was my Saturday. It was really nice. Like I said, I got a lot of work done. Think about like I'm about halfway done on both the paintings I've been working on for May, which is perfect. Um, Although one of them, it's me, and it's difficult to not just like power through and just finish it, because I don't know. I'm like one of those people. I like completing diamond paintings. It's not like oh look, I'm so fast at diamond painting. No, I like to complete them. I like to kit down and I like to start a new one. That's just who I am. So when with this right now, with me working on these two paintings together at the same time, I'm like, okay, one of these just needs to be done now. I'm ready to finish one. So yeah, I might power through and finish my second one, not Carlotta, because she's gigantic, and it's gonna take me a few days to do that one. But the other one, I'm getting closer and closer. So, oops, just like stuck in there. So yeah, after I'm done here, I will be going down and working on that painting. And this is the painting I can't name because it's going to be a surprise. But the person I'm giving to is going to cry, and it's going to be so worth it. It's like, yeah, friend goals. Make your friends cry when you give them something. And this sunlight is going to drive me crazy. You're set already? I mean, I shouldn't complain because, I live in New York, so half the year is like gray and depressing and stuff. So when the sun's back, it's like, yay, sun. But we're gonna have to do something, I think, about the lack of curtains on this window. Oh, I just stared into the sun. That was a really smart idea. Good job, Mackenzie. Sorry. Okay. So yeah, on Sunday, Mother's Day, of course. So I had a laugh on Sunday too, because my in-laws made the so we were figuring out our plans because like we want to spend time with my fiance's mom, want to spend time with my mom, and so like my mom was like free all day. She's like, yeah, I'll be around. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna figure out what's going on with the other family then, and then once we get that figured out, we'll coordinate and make sure this is good for you. And she's like, okay. So I didn't even get to sleep in on Mother's Day, guys. Like I didn't even get to sleep in. I was so sad. I slept on Monday instead, which worked for me. But yeah, my fiance's parents are like, okay, we're gonna do breakfast, and we're like, okay, and then they're like, yeah, just be here about 9 a.m. I'm like, really? I don't get to sleep in. Come on, because be there at 9 a.m. Well, I mean, granted they only live like 2 minutes away, so it's not really that bad of a trip over there. But we still had to get ourselves ready, and we had to get Sydney ready, and just like all this stuff. And I'm like, oh man. I'm like, are you serious? I don't even get to sleep in for Mother's Day. But yeah, I got up, and my fiance's like, yeah, well, you can just set the alarm for like, what was it? Like he wanted to get there at like 9:15 or something like that instead. And then he's like, yeah, you can just set the alarm for like, ooh, it's really pretty. Maybe you can actually see the sparkle now. He's like, yeah, I set the alarm for like 8:45 and then we'll just get up and go. And I'm like, no, I can't do that. I set the alarm for 8:30 because I was like, I can't, if I just roll out of bed and go, I'm going to be miserable. So we're not going to do that. I think I hear Alan barking. Alan's our next door neighbor's, or the next door neighbor poodle. His name is Alan and he's adorable and floofy. Anyway, side tangent because I heard her dog barking. So, yeah. So yeah, I got up in the morning, we went over there. Sydney crawled around and put toys in the dog's food bowl, and I did have some trouble with the dog at mealtime because we gave Sydney a blueberry muffin that my fiance's mom made. And of course, she's a baby. Crumbs everywhere. Like I literally picked her up and her legs were just like crumb city. It was pretty funny actually. It's like, oh, you're going to vacuum this out. So yeah, I gave her a blueberry muffin, got crumbs everywhere, so of course, the dog was her best friend and wanted to be all up in her and stuff like that, and kept like almost shoving the chair next to her over, and I was like, oh my goodness, like, dog, you need to get out of here. And then finally, like, they realized like I was struggling with the dog, so like, oh wait, Maisie, get out of there and stuff like that, and then she went and laid down and pouted under me instead. But yeah, we had a good breakfast. Yeah, that was the first time we gave Sydney a blueberry muffin, and she absolutely loved it. And I'm like, okay, you're taking after your grandfather now, because my dad loved blueberries. Absolutely loved them. Actually, my mom does too, but, you know, yeah, so. Slight focus moment, sorry. There we go. So yeah, blueberry muffin, and then we got home about 11-ish, because we were going to, our plan was, and it worked out actually really well. Our plan was, first we spend time with my fiance's parents, and then we figured that we'd be home about Sydney's nap time, and then we would lay her down for a nap, and then once we were up from the nap, we went out to my mom's house, which is like a half-an-hour drive from where we live. So we ended up leaving here a little later, though, because of her teething, Sydney doesn't like going down for her naps right now. So she was being a butt for a little bit. But then she finally laid down, and then like she woke up around like noonish, or like just after noon. And then we're like, okay, so, or no, she woke up about 1, because we told my mom we'd be there about 1-ish, and then we ended up not leaving until like 12:40. So I texted my mom, I'm like, okay, Sydney just woke up from her nap, so we'll be heading out. We're like gearing up to head out here shortly. And she's like, okay. So we did that, and we hung out over at my mom's house for a few hours, and she had so much fun watching Sydney go crazy and stuff. And then my mom, she's got 3 cats right now. She's got Violet, who I actually used to live with when I lived there. Violet's been around for a while. Pippa and Violet did not get along. Pippa was a bully, and Violet's very timid, so, yeah. So Violet, I think she still associates me with Pippa, so when I come over, she's, like, afraid of me, and it's like, girl, don't be afraid, I'm your friend. So, yeah, she hides from me, but she's the cat I actually see. My mom's got 2 Maine Coon kittens. I think they're still kittens. I don't think they're 2 yet. But yeah, she's got 2 Maine Coon kittens. She's got William and the Bruce. Yes, named after William the Bruce, the Scottish conquest, or Scottish warrior. I don't know what to call him. That was a really poor moment on me, because it's like, I'm Scottish, I should know this, oh my goodness. But yeah, so yeah, she's got those 2 kittens, and I have seen those kittens all of like 3 times, I think. Like, they hide. They're so afraid of people, it's ridiculous. Like, come on, guys. We're not gonna hurt you. We just want to look at you. You're so floofy. I'll give you all the pets. Like, seriously, just let me love on you. But no. I did see one of them. I think it was Willie, or no, it was Bruce I saw. I think Mom said Bruce is the one who still has his collar on. I was like searching for the kittens, and then I looked behind Mom's nightstand, or her bedside table, and like there's this little curve of a kitty, and I was like, oh, I see you. And I poked his butt, and then he was just like, no, don't touch me, and then he ran away. So I was like, okay, well, I got to poke you at least, so I felt your fur, and you're very soft, and it's okay. I promise I won't hurt you. I just want to pet you. I've seen pictures of them. That's like the most I get. That's the most I've seen of these cats. But yeah, Mom got to have a blast watching Sydney. Like, my mom's got this coffee table. It's kind of like it's not like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like, it's got pieces of wood that are more broken up, so there's like holes in the middle of it and stuff like that. And Sydney discovered, oh look, I can put toys down there. So she made a game out of putting toys in like the slot of my mom's coffee table. and she was having a blast. And then she was playing with the cat toy most of the time because my mom had this crinkle cat toy for one of them. And she was just like sitting there playing with it, and then she'd shove it through the table, and then she'd pick it up and rinse and repeat, and then she'd crawl off and try to stick the toys in the cat food or the cat bowls and stuff like that. I was just like, man, you're a lot of work, girl. But yeah, it was a great Mother's Day for my mom because she just got to sit there and watch her granddaughter be crazy and be herself and stuff like that. And yeah, it was good. It was a nice day, but like I did hit that point of like I kind of wish I was able to do a little bit more for myself on Mother's Day, but it's okay because you know I spent time with like the women in my life that are very important to me and that I love. Yeah, and then I got back and I wanted to jump into Shay's live, but it just wasn't feasible at the time because I was just like, okay, well, because we also got the boys back too on Sunday. And like Shay's live, like she goes on at like 4, was it Central Time out there? And since I'm Eastern, it's like 5 here, and like 5 is like that moment of, okay, I'm about to be home alone with the baby while my fiance goes to get the boys, and then when they get back, it's dinner time, and then mad rush to bedtime and all this. So it gets hectic. So I don't really get to jump into her lives as much as I'd like to. So yeah, that kind of was disappointing, but you know. And then of course, you know, the boys didn't even say Happy Mother's Day to me. That was kind of annoying. But I know they're kids, they don't understand and all that stuff. Plus, you know, I'm their stepmom. I'm their bonus mom. They spent Mother's Day with their mom, so they got to do. Or I hope they at least said it to her. I hope. So yeah, that was Sunday. Let's see, Monday. What did I do Monday? I think Monday was mostly like me just like staring down these grades and stuff like that. Oh, and shipping notifications because my order with Jada Gem Ship, the label's been created, and I've been staring them down like, has it shipped yet? Has it shipped yet? Has it shipped yet? I'm like so excited for those paintings. Like, just the more I see about Jade's painting, like Jade's qualities and stuff like that. I've watched so many unboxings lately, and I'm like, man, I can't wait to get my hands on them and see them in person and like the art on them. I'm so excited about it because she's the only one who offers A Court of Roses and Thorns fan art, and I fell in love with that book series last year. Like, absolutely in love with that book series. Like, I'm ready for more. Like, please give me more. Actually, I did just finish reading the last book in that series this year because it seems like a common thing for a lot of people. People, like, I've noticed this with a lot of people who've read that book. It's like, everybody seems to take a break in the middle of that book. Like, granted, it's a long book and it's, like, shifting perspectives because, like, in the first few books, you're in the perspective of one main character, and then in these books, you're in the perspective of another main character. So that does throw you for a loop. And of course, you know, this character, she's just like a butt. I'm gonna say it that way. And so I don't like completely swear, even though I do swear on here sometimes. But yeah, she's just so like unlikable as a character and everything like that. And they did a whole book for her, and I'm like, oh my god, how am I gonna get through this? And then I got through it, and one of the paintings I ordered is her, which is funny enough. But yeah, I'm excited to get my hands on them. I can't wait to see the quality. It's going to be very difficult for me to not just like jump in and work on one of them because I do already have like 3 paintings in line for June right now. Because I got to do my part for the Pride. I have Primary Connection. What are the other 2 I'm doing? Oh yeah, I'm doing Luna from Dreamer Designs by Curtis Rickovic. And then I have also Starry Night, which I just unboxed. for Summer at the Masters, but I feel like a couple, like the primary connection one is going to go very fast because it's going to be a lot of color blocking. I still have to unbox it, but I remember like watching the unboxing of it, so I know it's got a lot of color blocking in it, so that one's going to work up quick. And then I honestly think the Luna one is the biggest one that I'll be working on in the month, but at the same time, like Starry Night, I think that's going to be like very confetti heavy. Actually, I know it's going to be confetti heavy. It's just a style of art. So I might try to work in one of my Jaded Gem Shop paintings, hopefully. Would like to work on one and just like get a feel for it and then fall madly in love and then want to order all of them. Yeah, that's the point of it. But yeah, I'm excited about them. So I've been kind of like keeping an eye on my shipping and stuff like that to see when stuff's coming. Yeah. Let's see. So yeah, back to I tangented again. That's not even a word. I'm such a great English major, and I just make up words. Let's see where we at. 36 minutes. Wow. Okay. Okay, so yeah, Monday. I don't think I really did much on Monday. I know I slept in on Monday. My fiance got up the baby on Monday. I think that was like day one of. Well, no, that wasn't day one of Angry Baby. Day one of Angry Baby was yesterday, Tuesday. But yeah, Monday was just basically just relaxing, taking care of the little one, job hunting. I think that's the day we did all of our job hunting. Oop, that almost like flew out of my hand. There we go. Did not want to come out. Yeah, so yeah, I don't feel like I really did much on Monday. I just stared at my college's. I'm gonna need more than that, I think. Stared at my college's online portal and stuff like that, being like, come on, grade my stuff. I did actually have to email one of my teachers because I got an extension on one of my essays due to the sinus infection I got a few weeks back. And then, like, all the final, like, he graded my final paper and stuff like that, but he didn't grade that one that I turned in late, and I was like, there's still no grade for this. So I emailed him, I'm like, hey, I just realized that I still don't have a grade for essay 2. I just want to make sure, like, you can see it in your system okay, and there's nothing I have to do on my end. And then he didn't respond to me, but there's a grade in there now, so he went in and just, like, did it, which is awesome. That worked for me. What was that noise? Oh, I forgot I left the door wide open. That's fine. Nobody's home. It's just me. Yeah, so, yeah, Monday was just kind of a chill day. I slept in, then I got up and took care of the baby and did my thing. I diamond painted, and then I've been playing catch up because, like, I think I've been playing catch up since I've been sick. I got so far behind on YouTube videos, and, like, just as I think I'm catching up, everybody just, like, posts 10 more videos because you guys are awesome. So, yeah, I had to, I've been playing a lot of catch up, so the last couple nights I've literally just done nothing but listen to YouTube videos while diamond painting. And I'm almost caught up. I think I did have a couple more WIP and chats get posted today from creators I follow, but I think I'm pretty much there, though. I have a couple of unboxings to watch and stuff like that. So, yeah. If you guys are creators and you suddenly saw an influx in comments from me, that would be why. Yeah, because I try to comment on every video, just because, like, I know it helps a lot with the algorithms and stuff like that, and definitely throw my likes in and everything like that. It's definitely important for YouTube metrics and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I talked about Dreamer Designs. I meant to, like, say this, like, weeks ago. I don't know if anybody noticed, but I have a new link in my description box. Dreamer, I think Dreamer Designs either just started a referral program or they just like reached out to people who have accounts through them and are like, hey, you want to join our referral program? Or affiliate program, not referral. And so I was like, oh, okay, cool, yeah, I'll do that. So yeah, I signed up, and so now I have a affiliate code through Dreamer Designs, and I have a special code of Dragonwing 15 if you guys are interested in some savings. And of course, along with that code, I would get a slight commission with it. So if you don't want to use it, I completely understand. But if you do decide to use it, all the proceeds go back into this channel. Yeah, life goals is to be able to pay for the channel with the channel. So we'll see how that works. But yeah, just because I am an affiliate, like, because I know a lot of people are like, well, of course you're affiliate, so you're going to say nice things about these companies, so you get me to buy them and use your code. No. I will be completely transparent with you about paintings and the flaws in them. Yeah, like, I know I'm going to have a Diamond Art Club, like, when I'm going to give you a slight spoiler alert on my poster review for my Prima Donna painting. Like, it's a beautiful painting, but I am struggling hard with, like, the glue and stuff on it. It's very slippy and slidey. So yeah, I will, like, be completely transparent about that in my post review. It has made it so, like, there are some days I just don't want to work on it, but I've gotten through that now. I figured out a method to get through it, so it's going better. But it is an older Diamond Art Club painting before they made changes and everything like that. So, but yeah, I will be completely honest. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh yeah, this painting's the best just because I want people to use my affiliate code. No. I believe that you guys, like, we have a duty here as content creators to be able to allow our viewers to make informed decisions based on, like, honesty and everything like that. And I promise you, like, any point I will give a completely honest review. I think even on Magnolia Moon I did that too. It's like, yeah, this was a nice painting to work on, but only work on it if you like these colors, because the colors were very, like, that one's, oh geez, that was really bad. That, like, whole area that was all grays was just rough to work on for me. And, like, did it ruin the painting for me? No. It just made it a little bit more difficult to work on and made me desperately need some color in my life after that, you know? So yeah, I will always be 100% transparent with you, and I'm not going to just sit here and be like, yeah, they're the best, go buy from them just because I want a quick buck. No, that's not how it works for me. So, a little tangent aside, but yeah, I do have a Dreamer Designs affiliate link down below. I have a discount code of Dragonwing 15 if you guys are interested. And yeah. And then that's alongside my Diamond Art Club affiliate link. That's also down there. So yeah, anyways, slight sidebar, just because I remembered it finally. Because I signed up, like, this happened like weeks ago, and I'm like, oh yeah, I probably should tell people that I did this, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot again. Ooh, look at that, another section done. Woot woot. Okay, so at least now we're going to be moving away from all this blue, and we'll be working on black and, well, it's kind of orangey, not red, so let me just scoot things aside. Oh, let me get a drink real quick. The sun is, like, perfectly in my face right now, so this is going to be fun. Okay. No, I'm going to do the unsafe thing. I'm gonna, like, take one of these blades out one of these days and try to put them in my knife and then be like, why is it so dull? I do want to get me a couple of those ceramic cutters. I say a couple because one for upstairs, one for downstairs. I will say, once we are working on moving out of this house, I am going to have a craft room. I'm going to make sure I'm in a house that's going to give me a craft room. Okay, so we'll scooch this down a little. So I don't really have any, like, rhyme or reason to how I section off my canvases. I don't measure or anything because I'm so bad with numbers. But, you know. Focus is real right now. This washi tape's making me want to make another cup of coffee. It's too late for that though. Thought about making one with dinner because we had breakfast food for dinner, and I was like, oh, that'd be perfect. And I was like, no, I need to sleep tonight. I slept like garbage last night, so I actually need to do some self-care here and allow myself to sleep. That was bad. Let's move this off of here. Okay. Actually, we're gonna do more this way. I'm sorry if my head is in frame. Or any of my, like, crazy hairs, because I didn't shower yet today. I need to shower. Oh, this is, like, really curly. There we go. Okay, we're not gonna follow the same. We're just gonna... I'm sorry, I'm, like, being quiet while doing this. Oop. The focus is real. Okay, that was, like, even further off than I anticipated, but it's okay. Works. Okay, let's scoot this a little bit more over. And we'll go right in the middle here. Cute. Okay. I basically just find ends of things and stuff like that to work off of. There we go. Yay, new row. That's exciting. Okay. I don't know why I threw those back in there. I need to get my life together here, people. I hope I'm grabbing, like, the same one every time and I'm not just, like, dulling both of them that are in here. Okay, we're gonna go like this for a second and... Okay. Hi, Shadow. You've been there the whole time? Shadow has a habit of sleeping under the covers, and so we'll, like, jump on the bed one day, and then he'll just, like, yell at you, because it's like, hey, I'm here, and it's like, dude, what the heck? I didn't know you were under there. Okay. We're good now. Where are we at in time anyways? Oh, gosh. And I can also make sure this is in frame. 48 minutes. So yeah, I'm sorry if you guys saw my face at all. Or my back of my head. I really need to clean this desk off. There we go. Done. Okay, and take that off before it gets stuck to the canvas. Okay. Well, it's exciting, guys. We made it through the first row, and I've only been working on this with WIP and chats. So, yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Yesterday was rough. Like I said, mainly because my daughter is teething. It's her top 2 teeth coming in right now. One of them's already broken through the gums, and the other one is still in the process of doing it. So she is absolutely miserable right now. And, like, I mean that as a girl's not feeling good, miserable, but she's also miserable attitude-wise too. But yeah, literally, it was so rough yesterday because like I got up with her and she was all happy and stuff for a little bit, and then like my fiance was in the office yesterday, so I was by myself with her too, so that made it even better. Oops. Stay. Okay. And then yeah, she just got out of nowhere, she just like got really cranky, and it's like, okay, well, I gave her her bottle because that usually helps, because like, okay, you're cranky, which means you're hungry, so I'll just give you your breakfast, because in the morning she gets a bottle for breakfast with milk in it. Yeah, no, that didn't solve it. And so like I set her in the playpen so I could clean, like wash out the bottle and everything like that when she was done, and she just kept screaming and screaming and screaming and screaming, and just like, I'm like, oh gosh, here we go. So then like usually when I pick her up, that's enough, but I picked her up and she just continued to yell at me, and then I I put her, like I tried to let her like sit down with her and stuff like that, and she continued to scream at me, and I was just like, oh my god, I cannot handle this. So I literally laid her down for an early nap. I was like, nope, 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 we're not doing this today. I'm not gonna just sit here and be screamed at by my child. So I laid her down, and she fussed for like, I think half an hour, and then she finally like zonked out. Like she tired herself out finally, and we're like, okay. I was like, okay, good, I can breathe now. But by that point, my mental health was down the tube, and like if you guys know that, like the talk of spoons, I had no spoons left. Like I had nothing left to give. And of course, like my fiance was in the office, so he was pretty exhausted by the time he got home, because going to the office takes a lot of like mental work for him as well, and it's just like both of us were like, man, this is rough. This is just rough. But thankfully, we didn't have to worry about the boys yesterday because it was their mom's birthday. So she texted us earlier in the day, and she's like, hey, do you mind if my mom goes to get them from school, and then they come and have a like birthday dinner, and then we'll drop them off after. And we're like, yeah, it's fine. Works out nicely for us because we could get food that we wanted, and then and it gives us a break basically, because usually by 4 o'clock we'd have the boys coming home, and then just the evening comes together. But yeah, we didn't have to worry about that last night, so I was like, okay, well, that is kind of a relief because of just the day we had. So we treated ourselves to some Panera for dinner, because I love their chocolate, oh my god, I love their broccoli cheddar soup. And then I was like wanting a coffee, because like sometimes I'll get like the specialty coffees from there, because they have this really yummy caramel coffee there, and they didn't have it anymore, so it must have been like a seasonal thing. And I was like, oh man, that kind of sucks, but it's okay. I didn't need it anyways. And my fiance's like, well, Dunkin' Donuts is right there. And I'm like, no, you don't need to stop 2 places. He's like, too bad I'm doing it. I'm like, oh my goodness. Because that's what he does. I say, like, oh yeah, this sounds good. And then he's like, okay, I'll go get it. And it's like, oh wait. This is why I'm fat. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not. This is why I'm slightly overweight. There. I'll say that. So yeah, that was a funny thing. So he came home. Ooh, thanks. He came home with the food and the coffee and everything like that. Yeah, and I think I had just I started feeding her, or I just finished feeding her by the time he got home. I'm like, oh, perfect timing. And so we ate, and then got Sydney laid down to bed, and then the boys got home, and they were telling us about their time and stuff like that, and we're like, okay, good. And then we're like, okay, so now we gotta do all the after school stuff. So it's like, okay, what homework do you have, and everything like that. And usually like the boys don't have a lot of homework. Like Drake, sometimes he'll have like a couple of things that he's got to, like one thing he's got to do, but then he's got to read every night. Read for like 10 minutes, but we have him read for 20 minutes because Alex has to read for 20 minutes, and honestly, it's good that he's reading more. Although, out of nowhere, like, this is going to be a slight side tangent, but it's okay. Out of nowhere, Drake said that he wants to write a book. Like, he wants, like, he was talking, like, he's, I don't know if they've been talking careers in school already, but, like, Drake's in, like, what, first or second grade? One of those two. First grade, right? No, second grade. I don't know. He's either in first or second grade. I can't remember right now. But, you know, like, I don't know if they're talking careers with them or stuff like that, but he's been talking a lot about, like, what he wants to do for a career already. And I'm like, dude, you got time to decide, and, like, you know, your change, like, your interests are going to change as you grow up. Like, it's just gonna happen. And then and so, like, now, like, first off, the first thing he was saying, like, I need a career that's gonna challenge me. And I was like, well, I mean, that could be literally anything depending on what you find challenging. And then now he's talking that he wants to be an author and stuff like that, which I'm loving that personally because, you know, that's my aspiration. So it's like, oh, something I can share with him and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, we could actually write something together if you wanted to. Like, that would be so much fun to me. And then, so yeah, so that's what he's been talking about. So him reading a little extra is not a big deal because he likes to read. Wait, where did I just go? There it is. I'm gonna stand up and look for a second. Make sure I'm not, like, way off. I can't really see at the angle I'm at. Ooh. Okay. We're on screen, right? Yeah, we are. Okay. So yeah, he's talking big about his career. But anyways, back to the homework. So yeah, he usually doesn't have a lot of homework because, you know, he's still in a smaller grade. So yeah, he just has to read every night, and so instead of reading for 10 minutes, we just have him read for 20 minutes, so that way we're not like, okay, Drake, you're done, and then 10 minutes later, okay, Alex, you're done. It's just like, no, you guys can just read the same amount of time, and it works out. And then usually what Alex has for homework, he'll have his 20 minutes of reading, and then he's got a reading log he needs to fill out. And then he has math homework. He gets a math packet he's got to work on every week. But he very rarely does that at home. He manages to get his math packet done at school. And I think he's figured it out now. It's like, okay, well, if I get this done at school, I don't need to worry about it at home. So I think my lessons of get it done sooner rather than later are starting to kick in with him. It's like, yeah, you get it done at school, and then you have all of this free time to, you know, play your video games and stuff when you get home. Yeah, that's right. Work smarter, not harder, right? So yeah, he uses, like, his free time at school because they have, like, it's kind of like a study hall time, but they call it, like, wind time or something like that, where they get to choose activities and stuff like that, and, like, they can choose to work on homework and stuff, and that's generally what Alex will do with his, unless, like, there's a really fun game he wants to play. But yeah, so yeah, he does really good about getting that stuff done, and like, he actually, last couple weeks, he's had his math homework turned in before, like, on Friday instead of waiting until Monday like everybody else does. At least I hope that's what he's doing. Sometimes you never know. He has lied to us about homework before, so hopefully that's what he's doing. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt because I think he's gotten in trouble enough times about homework that I would hope it stuck. So yeah. That was yesterday. So we had a pretty easy evening once the little cranky one was in bed, and giving her some ibuprofen before bed too, so that way she just goes right to sleep, zonked out, and the teeth don't bug her when she's got her ibuprofen, so we're good. And yeah, now we're here to today. Today was just, like, another mentally challenging day. Like, I had the worst panic attack of my life today, I think. And, like, I don't even know how I got triggered, really. I think it was just because I was overly tired and a lot of stress happened all at once, and it just became too much for me, and so, like, I just kind of, like, panicked a bit. But my fiance was right there. He's so good at getting, like, helping me through it and stuff, and calming me down, and yeah. But yeah, it was another rough day because, once again, Sydney, she's just really, my easy baby's not so easy right now. Let's just say that much. I love her to death, but oh my god, she's killing me this week. But hopefully hopefully the other tooth just breaks through soon and we can move on from this. Hopefully. But yeah, today was rough, but you know, we got through it. And then right now, I know I said earlier I have the house to myself right now. So my nephew Eli, he's got his band concert tonight. So 2 weeks ago we did Alex's, and tonight they're doing Eli's. And I had planned on going. I was like, yeah, as long as, you know, everything's fine with Sydney, I'll go. No problems there. But, you know, after the day we had, we couldn't delay her bedtime. We actually put her in bed early tonight. That's just how rough it was, or how tired and grumpy and cranky she was. So I was like, okay. And sure enough, like, she's literally zonked out and she hasn't fussed at all during this time. And I actually have my door open, so she'd probably hear me better than she would if my door was closed. So yeah, she's out. She's tired. But yeah, it was just like one of those things where it's like, yeah, we can't push back her bedtime tonight. There's no way she's gonna sit through a band concert. So, my fiance and the boys are there at the concert, and I am here taking care of the sleeping baby. And I was like, oh, perfect time to get a WIP and chat posted, because like I wanted to do it earlier, but then we had like so much stuff going on, and then she was being ridiculous, and she's like, okay, well, I didn't get time to do it earlier. But yeah, I'm getting it filmed now, and then my fiance, when he gets home, he'll do all the editing on it because he's my editor. But yeah, that's been my week. It's been a week, all right. I'm glad this WIP and chat was a little bit less scatterbrained, so definitely the adjustment from being out of school is good. It's been helping me. And then next semester for school is going to be super easy because I only have to do 2 classes, and they're both electives, so they're just like fun classes I got to choose. Well, one's a fun class, one's a practical class, so I'm gonna enjoy that. But yeah, next time you guys will have updates on grades. Yay! I don't think we really have anything big planned this week. Actually, we're just talking, and I don't think we have any plans this weekend, which is awesome. Which probably means the boys will be outside playing with the neighbor girls. That's what they did on Monday. They were out all even, like, we got home, or they get home at 6, and then the kids were all just out playing until bedtime. It was like perfect. Like, yes, go crazy out there. Although we did have to tell them not to run at the net on the trampoline because you're going to break the net if you do that. Because we gave Alex this yoga ball that they play with on the trampoline. So yeah. But yeah, I don't think there's really anything big happening this week yet, but you never know. You just never know. I'm probably going to do some unboxings this week. I know I've been very post-review heavy lately, but that's just because I had a lot I had to get done and put up and everything like that, because like things I've just been putting off. But yeah, I should have some unboxings this week. I know I want to unbox the third painting I want to work on next month. I already unboxed Luna. Like, I unboxed her ages ago because it was like a mystery pull from Curtis Reykjavik. Like, it was like, you can either get Luna or Harley, and I wanted Harley, but I got Luna. But I won't complain because I do love Luna also. She's like absolutely weird and fantastic. And I love the image too, so yeah, so that one's already been unboxed. So I've just unboxed the third painting I want to work on in June so I can work on getting Kit up, and then I need to decide if I'm going to work on another small painting this month. Like, I'm going to finish up one of my paintings hopefully this week, honestly. I think I'm going to just like power through and get it done, and then yeah, I might just like Kit up one of my smaller ones because I do have that little tiny Randall Spangler, and I do have Ember by Pixie Sticks. But I don't know which one I want to, like, I feel like I want to save Ember for on the channel. So like I want to save it to work on during these WIP and chats. So after this is done, I might do Ember next. So I might just Kit up the Randall Spangler little tiny dragling. That was Morning Dove. But yeah, I know I've talked your ear off for an hour. I'm probably over the hour mark at this point, so yay! This makes up for the couple of short ones I've done. But yeah, we got another section done here, and we're working our way up to Batgirl there. Slight distraction, sorry. Ooh, jeez. That's why I get distracted. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this WIP and chat, and I'm glad I'm finally getting myself to a less scatterbrained area, so hopefully they're more enjoyable for you at this point. If you got to the end of this WIP and chat, leave me an emoji of let's do a musical instrument for the band concert. So yeah, musical instrument. And then yeah, if you guys like this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up. They definitely help in the algorithm there. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I hit 200 subscribers on my channel. Yay! I'm really excited about that. Thank you everybody who's here and supporting me and wanting to see more videos. Like your support, I really appreciate it. Like when I first started this channel, I was like, I think I'm going to be talking to nobody. Like, I really did not expect to see, like, the growth that I did. Of course, you know, I would have expected more growth, but, you know, I took that year off, so, now I'm just getting back into the swing of things, and I'm just glad everybody's enjoying the content. So, yeah, that being said, if you're not already subscribed and you stayed all the way to the end of this video, be sure to hit that little subscribe button right there. I think you'll like it here. And then you want to hit that little bell to be notified whenever I post videos. Generally, WIP and chats will be on Wednesdays, which, I mean, sometimes Thursdays happen, but, you know, generally I try to post on Wednesdays. And then anything else, like we got small shop hauls. Actually, we'll have a small shop haul coming, or a small shop spotlight coming here soon. I have stuff on the way. So we got that. Unboxings, post reviews, what have you. Those will be posted at random as I get stuff in, so make sure you hit that little bell to be notified whenever I post a video. And yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, guys, I will catch you in the next one. Bye!